Ya, no queda nada, chiquillos. Vamos a cambiar aquí en la escena. Ahí estamos. Queda un minuto. Ahora se está presentando lo que... Bueno, lo que va a salir. No tengo idea cómo va a andar el sonido porque yo no estoy escuchando nada. Les digo al tiro. ¡Oh! Tenemos sonido. Empezó. Veamos. Steam World Dig 2, primer juego anunciado de los indies nuevos. De este no teníamos ni idea. Yo nunca jugué el primer Steam World, así que no tengo idea cómo será este juego aquí. Ah, espérate, creo que le embarré. Dame un segundo. Ahí sí. Bueno, se ve un juego de plataforma bastante interesante. El problema es que no dice la fecha de lanzamiento.
Hey everyone, I'm Damon Baker, Chief Loudmouth of the Publisher and Developer Relations Team here at Nintendo of America. What you just witnessed was the world debut of SteamWorld Dig 2, the first of many reveals we have for you today for Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Grab your pickaxe and dig into this sequel to the award-winning SteamWorld Dig, a platform mining adventure forged in the tradition of exploration-based side-scrollers like Nintendo's own Metroid franchise. The past and the future meet in an old mining town where a lone Steambot searches for a long-lost friend. To accomplish this daunting task, she must team up with an unlikely companion and dig deep, really deep. Adventure awaits this summer when SteamWorld Dig 2 launches on Nintendo Switch. This is a sterling example of what Nintendo Switch was built for. Amazing content that puts smiles on faces. Our teams have been working closely with independent publishers and developers to secure a constant flow of innovative content that showcases the fun of playing games. This is the magic of independent developers. Their efforts help us make Nintendo platforms something special, and we feel privileged to partner with them. It's our mission to prioritize unique and original experiences and curate an amazing lineup of content that will feel perfectly at home on Nintendo Switch. Which brings me to today. Today, you'll see some incredible new games that we've curated from this community and new relationships that we've established with key partners, including a few surprises, starting with our friends from Team 17.
Team 17. ¿Worms? Nuevo, ¿no? Ah, no, este es Snake Pass. Ah, no, Yooka-Laylee. Es que lo que son el estilo artístico es muy parecido. Esto es de los creadores de Banjo-Kazooie, la antigua Rare. Si estas son imágenes de la versión de Switch, la verdad es que se ve bastante bien el juego. Me recuerda todo lo que es la música. Por cierto, la música es de David Wise. Es excelente música, como lo pueden apreciar. El mismo creador de la música que es de Donkey Kong, de Banjo-Kazooie. Tiene un montón de espectacular música, pero tampoco
nos dio we are excited to officially confirm that the hotly anticipated Yooka-Laylee is coming to Nintendo Switch with multiplayer. The folks at Playtonic Games have utilized their pedigree in open world gaming to bring the buddy duo platformer back in style. Fans won't have to wait long, as Yooka-Laylee will be rolling onto Nintendo Switch very soon. But that's not all. Team 17 has a couple more reveals in store for Nintendo Switch owners as well. The first is Overcooked Special Edition, and it's the ultimate arcade-style couch cook-off you didn't know you needed until now. This smash-hit local multiplayer favorite will feature all of the content from the base game, plus all of the DLC in one tasty package for Nintendo Switch players to enjoy. With support for 1 to 4 players and HD Rumble integration, Players will be able to feel every chop as they cut through a juicy tomato, or feel the soup sloshing around in the pot as they carry it to the stove. In this case, you absolutely should play with your food. And later this year, it'll be high time to play Jailbreak once more in The Escapist 2. This sequel to the hugely popular Prison Escape series is built from the ground up to support drop-in, drop-out co-op for up to 4 players. Imagine you and 3 buddies kicking back, playing in tabletop mode, and enjoying the thrills of escaping prison together anywhere you'd like. The park, the plane, a jail cell, you name it. Now, let's take a journey through the dark with publisher Raw Fury and the tragically misunderstood hero, Ick. Ick is on a journey of his own in the roguelike platformer Gunner. He's out to find a gift for his lone whale friend Sally, and as the title implies, it may just be the death of him, which is sort of ironic, considering that death is not only his mentor, but also the source of his powerful abilities. These mysteries and more await you in the near-death future, so prepare to slay creatures, take down bosses, and of course, rack up combos when the game launches first on Nintendo Switch as a timed exclusive with additional content that's tailor-made for the console. In addition to Gunner, Raw Fury is also bringing more content, and it's a perfect fit for the hardware. Up first, a world debut for Nintendo Switch. Dandara is as fast as she is fierce. Her upcoming action game combines 360-degree 2D platforming and fast-paced combat with a touching story and gorgeous art. It's an unexpected mix, but here's something you can expect. The game will launch on Nintendo Switch this summer with exclusive features and functionality, including HD Rumble support. Kingdom 2 Crowns is a stirring tale in which you, the ruler, can bring about hope or despair depending on the choices you make. Will you stand with your people and bravely face the consequences? Grab a friend and find out later this year with the debut of the new co-op mode as seen here for the very first time. Kingdom 2 Crowns will launch later this year. How about we take a look at some more great content from our talented indie developers, starting with an exclusive from our pals at Choice Provisions.
Runner. Bueno, se vienen un montón de juegos indie. Muy parecido a lo que pasó con PlayStation 4 al principio. O sea, indies. O sea, si llega a tener el éxito de PlayStation 4, la verdad es que sería espectacular. Me recuerda al Nyan Cat. Se ve, o por lo menos visualmente, se ve bastante bien. Buenos gráficos, muy buen arte. Y se ve interesante. Pero el problema es que tampoco dicen la fecha de salida. I'm happy to see that Commander Video is still running strong in Runner 3. The side-scrolling platformer from Choice Provisions will run exclusively on Nintendo Switch this fall. Septiembre.
Run and gun. For a lot of players, these words harken back to an entire legacy of excellent action games. And no one knows that legacy better than Inti Creates, who brought us classic franchises like Mega Man and Azure Strike and Gunvolt. Now they've turned their attention to a gaming legend. Say hello once again to Sophia III. It's been a while, but finally a new entry in the Blaster Master series will be released in the form of Blaster Master Zero. And the same surprising elements that lent the original game its incredible scope are back. Side-scrolling vehicular combat, top-down adventuring, and a huge sci-fi landscape. It's all here on Nintendo Switch.
No sé si será un juego nuevo,
look forward to a 2-player mode and some surprise cameos when Blaster Master Zero launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS, March 9th.
Por fin.
Our friends at Zoink Games have really flipped the script with their latest announcement, and they gave me the honors. The puzzling adventure game Flipping Death is coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. And here's the debut trailer.
Otra vez, sin fecha. Hasta el momento han presentado como 7 u 8 juegos y solamente uno ha tenido fecha de lanzamiento, que es el 9 de marzo.
Welcome to the other side. Well, if you're here, you're most likely dead. But for Penny, there was no rest in peace.
Bueno, y como ha sido la tónica, en realidad es otra plataforma. Me recuerda al Stick, eso mismo. De hecho, son los mismos creadores. Es exactamente igual. Incluso parece una secuela.
Possess and control the living to help the ghosts with their problems.
Got any super glue?
Is that Dr. Laser?
Yeah, baby!
He wasn't even a good kisser.
Why am I doing this?
Es la versión de Stick It to the Mind para Nintendo Switch. En el fondo es eso. Within Dead. Fecha de salida, tampoco.
Next up, here are 3 games that all share one thing in common.
3 juegos con algo en
HD
común.
Rumble. It's an immersive feature of the Joy-Con that you'll have to experience to fully appreciate. And this next game will give you a
Me gustaría
swarm
saber
of
cómo lo van a
opportunities.
aprovechar esto.
Graceful Explosion Machine really is a gem. This side-scrolling arcade shooter from Vertex Pop has everything its name suggests, although if you play like I do, you may have to work on the graceful part. And believe it or not, you'll be able to feel those machines explode as you rack up that high score thanks to HD Rumble support on Nintendo Switch. That's just one of many reasons to look forward to Graceful Explosion Machine when it releases first on Nintendo Switch this April.
¿Se escucha bien ahí
Fans
o
of
no?
stealth games are always ready for more, and the developers at Tiny Build are listening. Shift through bullets and master lightning-fast takedowns in an all-new kind of action game, Mr. Shifty, which follows a teleportation-fueled heist as you break into the
Chiquillo,
world's
dígame
most
si se
secure
escucha bien
building,
ahí.
floor by floor. HD Rumble will allow you to feel every punch, shot, and crash to fully immerse you in the pulse-pounding gameplay. Don't let this one sneak by when Mr. Shifty launches first on Nintendo Switch this April. Developer AEIO Woo,
Leo,
known
en
for their
realidad no
work
hay
on
mucho
threes
que
and ridiculous
no hay
fishing,
mucho que traducir.
make It looks like the spiritual successor to Retro City Rampage is aiming to be twice as good. I'm talking twice the action, twice the tood, and twice the bits. You can play Shakedown Hawaii this April when it launches first on Nintendo Switch. Our last 3 games for today are all coming to Nintendo Switch courtesy of Chucklefish Games. We are honored to help showcase their amazing lineup created by talented developers, like this first one from Cardboard Robot Games. Don't let the art style fool you. Pocket Rumble is one deep 2D fighter. Fans of the genre will have a blast discovering its deep combat mechanics, while casual players will be able to join in on the fun with its simplified control scheme. It's the kind of game that makes you want to throw down anywhere, anytime. And on Nintendo Switch, you can do just that. Joy-Con in hand for on-the-go competition. Battles get even more intense with the inclusion of HD combat mechanics. Get hit by a weak attack, and it'll feel very different from getting rocked.
Me recuerda a los King of Fighters de Game Boy. De Game Boy. Pocket Rumble. Serán los mismos creadores. A ver.
Also on the way this year is a new game that I have the absolute pleasure of announcing. It's called War Groove, and we've got the debut trailer. Take a look.
Ok, ¿qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Chucklefish Games. Fire Emblem. No sé, en realidad es que no conozco este tipo de juegos. ...12 campañas, ya... ...bueno, campaña, Mercia... Es un RPG táctico, pero no sé qué juego es este. Multiplayer, online y local, ya... No sé qué juego será, chiquillos. Crea tus propios campos de batalla, ya... Wargroove. Ya, se ve meh. Ahí nomás.
Look for Wargroove
Tampoco,
to fulfill
sin
your
fecha de
turn-based
salida.
strategy needs with 1 to 4 player
No hay
local
caso
and
con-
online multiplayer later
En el
this
caso
year.
con esta presentación, o
And
sea,
finally,
que no haya...
it's the open-ended country
que no
life
haya fechas de
RPG that
salida.
folks just won't stop yammering about. Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley,
So many
ya.
of us players out there have tamed our overgrown farms, explored deep caves,
Ya.
gotten to know the locals, and even fallen in love. But somehow,
¿Y la fecha
we're
de
still
salida?
alone.
La fecha de salida
That's
tiene que
because
ser de
so
salida.
far, we haven't played it together.
Yo creo que este
Not for
juego
long.
es espectacular.
We're
en
happy
PC.
to announce that Nintendo Switch will be the very first console
Ya.
to support the new multiplayer feature.
Ok,
Be
primera
on the
consola con
lookout for more
multiplayer.
info
Ya.
on Stardew Valley before it
Fecha,
launches later
no
this year.
dicen. Pero bueno, va a ser
Indie gaming has
alrededor
been a
de
huge part of the
julio,
Nintendo
junio.
experience for some time now, and looking forward, there's a ton in store for Nintendo Switch owners, almost too much to fit in this here infographic. Along with previously announced
Ya,
titles like
muestran
Fast Remix, Shovel Knight Spectre of Torment,
los juegos
Has Been
indies.
Heroes, Snake Pass, and Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, we've confirmed that many more indie titles are headed to the console.
Son
So
bastantes
before you
juegos.
go,
El problema
here's
es
a
que la
quick
mayoría está
refresher.
sin fecha de salida.
Along with exclusives, a lot of these games are launching first on Nintendo Switch, and many of them utilize key features only found on Nintendo Switch, like
Yeah.
HD Rumble, flexible local multiplayer, and the ability to take the console experience with you on the go. Make sure
Bueno,
to check out the
estaban hablando
Nintendo
más que nada
eShop
de
for
la-
Nintendo Switch.
de las
for new
opciones que van a tener
releases
con
every week,
Switch,
starting daily.
Rumble HD,
Thanks again
la
to all of our
posibilidad de-
amazing third-party
de
partners,
llevar el
and thank
juego
you for
en el
watching.
instante.
The wait is almost over.
Y terminó. Nos quedamos con la... Bueno, chiquillos, ya acaba de terminar la presentación de Nintendo. Hartos juegos bien interesantes. Pero, por ejemplo, a mí me hubiera gustado que hubiese salido un Rocket League, por ejemplo. Un Rocket League de forma portátil sería pero espectacular. ¿Qué más? Stardew Valley, bastante buen juego. Yo personalmente no lo he jugado, pero siempre he escuchado comentarios de gente que lo ha jugado y le ha parecido pero un juego espectacular. Pero nada muy remarcable, o sea, lo que menos me gustó de la conferencia es que no hayan dado ninguna fecha de salida concreta, excepto una que es el 9 de marzo para un juego que no recuerdo en este momento, pero fue lo único que mostraron. Ni siquiera sé si cuáles son más o menos las fechas estimadas de salida de todos los juegos. Muchos decían en verano, en invierno, pero nada concreto. Se veían bastantes juegos sí parecidos, por ejemplo juegos de plataforma, juegos de estrategia, juegos RPG táctico, pero habían unos bastante recordables. Por ejemplo los primeros que a mí se me vienen a la mente son Yooka-Laylee, está Stardew Valley, que fue uno de los últimos que presentaron, o si no el último, y varias otras cosas más. Bueno, habrá que esperar a ver qué ocurre con el tema del lanzamiento de Nintendo Switch. Bastante entretenido se viene el tema, especialmente por el tema del Zelda. A pesar de que igual no hay muchos más juegos, pero por lo menos yo le tengo fe a esta consola, ¿ya? Eso, chiquillos, no sé, bueno, si tienen algún comentario, alguna cosa que quieran aportar, ustedes saben, tienen nuestros canales de YouTube, tienen nuestro canal de nuestro Facebook, por ejemplo. Los que me conocen saben que pueden siempre escribir algún comentario, alguna cosa así, y siempre todas las críticas son todas bienvenidas. O sea, si usted tiene algo que decir, algo que nosotros podamos mejorar, siempre todo es bien recibido, ¿ya? Así que ahí estaríamos terminando con esta presentación. Fue cortita, no fue más de 15 minutos. Y bueno, lo esperamos para la otra. Que esté muy bien. Chao.